Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 of the Jumbo Turtle tutorial. In this video, we'll do the shell, the body, and final assembly of the turtle. We're going to start on the shell using our secondary color. In round 1, it's 6 single crochet and a magic ring. In round 2, we're doing 6 increases. So we're doing 2 single crochet into each stitch from round 1. This will bring our total up to 12 stitches for the round. In round 3, it's a single crochet and then an increase, and we do all of that 6 times to get 18. Round 4 is 2 single crochet followed by an increase. We do that 6 times to get 24. In round 5, it's 3 single crochet and then an increase. We repeat that 6 times in total to get 30. In round 6, we do 4 single crochet followed by an increase, and we do all of that 6 times to get 36. Round 7 is 5 single crochet and then an increase. We do that 6 times to get 42. Round 8 is 6 single crochet followed by an increase. We repeat that 6 times in total to bring us up to 48. Round 9 is 7 single crochet and an increase. We do that 6 times to get 54. In round 10 we do 8 single crochet followed by an increase. We do that 6 times to get 60. Round 11 is our last round of increases. So we do 9 single crochet and then an increase. We do that 6 times to bring us up to 66. Now your shell may already have a slight curve to it like mine, which is fine. In round 12, we just do 66 single crochet around. Now we're going to put a stitch marker in the back loop of the first stitch of round 12. So that's over here. This will help us find it later. In round 13, we're working in the front loops only. So the stitch marker is in the back loop, and we're working in the front loops. So going all the way around, we're doing single crochets in the front loops only. But we're going to stop before we do the last stitch in the round, because we're going to do a color change. So here's the last stitch of round 13, but we're going to stop before pulling through the final loop because we're going to change color. I like to twist my new color over my old color before pulling through, but you can do the color change however you like. And that was the last stitch of round 13. Round 14, we're working the whole round in the back loops of round 12 that were unstitched. These will start in that marked stitch from earlier. To make it easier to find those loops, I like to fold the edge backwards like so. Now the last back loop may be a bit tricky to see, so just make sure you're in line with that stitch marker that marked the end of the last round. In round 15, we're working through both loops again. And we're starting with 7 single crochet. Then we chain 5. And we're going to skip the next 5 stitches on the body and go into the 6th. And we do 10 single crochet along the body. Then we chain 4 and skip 4 stitches on the body, go into the 5th and do 5 single crochet along the body. Then we chain 3 and skip 3 stitches on the body. Go into the 4th and then we do 5 single crochet along the body. Chain 4, skip 4 stitches on the body, and then we do 10 single crochet on the body. Chain 5, skip 5 stitches on the body, and then finish off with 8 single crochet. We should now have 5 spaces for the legs and tail. For the next round, we're going to be working over these chain stitches as though they are normal stitches. In round 16, we're going to start decreasing. So we start with 9 single crochet. Now the first 7 of these single crochet will be into normal single crochet stitches. But 2 of them will be into chain stitches. Then we do a decrease, and this decrease will be over 2 chain stitches. Now we're going to do that 9 single crochet followed by a decrease all the way around. So sometimes you'll be working over chain stitches and sometimes you'll be working over single crochet. In round 17, we continue decreasing. So we do 8 single crochet, and then a decrease, and we do all of that 6 times to bring us down to 54. Now before we continue crocheting, we're going to sew on the legs and tail. The front legs are going in the chain 5 spaces, the back legs in the chain 4 spaces, and the tail will go in the chain 3 space at the back. Use the yarn tail from the front leg and insert it into the hole from the outside. I like to have the front legs curving outwards like so. Then we're going to use that yarn tail to sew in place. Just bring the yarn tail down a few stitches and then sew in place, going back and forth, making sure you go across each stitch. Just check there are no gaps. And then you can secure that tail with a few stitches. Now we can do the second front leg exactly the same way, just making sure it's symmetrical with the first. Now we can sew the back legs into the chain 4 spaces using the same method. I like to have the curved part facing forwards, but that's a matter of preference. Lastly, the tail will go in the chain 3 space. And I'll just go around each stitch in a circle. Now we can continue crocheting on the belly. In round 18, we do 7 single crochet and then a decrease. We do all of that 6 times to bring us down to 48. In round 19, it's 6 single crochet, followed by a decrease. We do that 6 times to get 42. In round 20, it's 5 single crochet and then a decrease. We do that 6 times to get 36. In round 21, it's 4 single crochet, then a decrease. We do that 6 times to get 30. In round 22, it's 3 single crochet and then a decrease. We do all of that 6 times in total to bring us down to 24 stitches. In round 23, it's 2 single crochet, followed by a decrease. We do that 6 times to get 18. Now we can stuff the body. In round 24, it's a single crochet, followed by a decrease, and we do that 6 times to bring us down to 12. In round 25, we do 6 decreases. This will bring us down from 12 stitches to 6. Remove the stitch marker and cut the yarn, leaving a bit of a tail for sewing. To sew the hole closed, I'll be going through the front loops of the last 6 stitches. Then pull on the yarn tail to close the hole, and insert the yarn into the belly and bring it through to a few different places to secure it. Lastly, we're going to sew on the head. And I recommend holding it in place with a few pins before sewing on. After you have the head in position, use the yarn tail and grab a stitch on the body. Then go up into a stitch on the head. And go down into the next stitch on the head. Grab the next stitch on the body. And then repeat this all the way around. Sometimes when doing a lot of sewing with this yarn, the fibers can bunch up, so you may need to attach a separate piece to finish off the sewing. And that is your jumbo turtle completed. Thanks so much for watching this tutorial. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.